Pressure does not arrive to destroy you. It arrives to reveal you. When everything is comfortable, when the pace is slow, when expectations are low, almost anyone can appear confident, capable, and composed. But the real measure of a person begins the moment the weight increases, deadlines tighten, competition rises, uncertainty grows, and the margin for error becomes smaller than ever. Pressure is the moment when excuses become visible, when preparation is exposed, and when discipline either speaks for you or leaves you silent. Most people misunderstand pressure. They treat it like an enemy, something unfair that stands in their way, something that should disappear before they can perform at their best. But the truth is simple. The higher you aim, the more pressure becomes part of your daily environment. Success is not a pressure-free journey. It is a journey where pressure is constant, and the only question is whether your habits are strong enough to answer it. Talent cannot answer pressure consistently. Motivation cannot answer pressure every day. Excitement cannot answer pressure when things stop going your way. Only discipline answers pressure, because discipline does not depend on mood, circumstances, or temporary inspiration. Discipline operates whether you feel ready or not. It works whether you feel confident or uncertain. It shows up even when the results are slow, invisible, or delayed. When pressure rises, undisciplined people look for relief. Disciplined people look for execution. That is the difference. One group asks, "How do I make this easier?" The other asks, "How do I become stronger?" One group hopes conditions improved. The other improves their response to the conditions. And over time, this difference quietly separates those who remain average from those who consistently advance. Pressure exposes preparation. If your routines are weak, pressure magnifies that weakness. If your habits are inconsistent, pressure makes them collapse. If your focus is unstable, pressure scatters it completely. But if your discipline is strong, if you have trained yourself to act with consistency, to focus with intention, to prepare when no one is watching, then pressure becomes something very different. Instead of fear, it becomes confirmation. Instead of panic, it becomes opportunity. It becomes the moment where your preparation finally has a stage. Many people want confidence before they act. Discipline works the other way around. Discipline acts first, and confidence follows later. Every day you follow through on what you promised yourself, every workout completed, every hour of focused work, every distraction resisted you, send a quiet signal to your mind. I can be trusted to execute. Over time, that signal becomes belief. And belief built on repeated action is far stronger than belief built on positive thinking alone. Pressure also tests emotional control. When stress increases, emotions naturally attempt to take command. Frustration, doubt, urgency, impatience. Without discipline, those emotions dictate decisions, and rushed decisions create long-term problems. Discipline slows the reaction. It gives you the space to think clearly, to respond deliberately, to stay aligned with the long-term objective instead of the short-term feeling. In high-pressure moments, this ability alone can separate winning decisions from costly mistakes. Look at any high performer in any field: sports, business, academics, leadership, and you will notice the same pattern. Their success is not built on occasional bursts of intensity. It is built on controlled, repeated actions performed over long periods of time. They do not wait for the perfect mood to begin. They do not negotiate with discomfort. They do not stop because the process feels repetitive. They continue because discipline has become their default setting. Pressure is not selective. It visits everyone. Opportunities come with expectations. Growth brings responsibility. Higher levels demand stronger responses. The difference is not who experiences pressure and who does not. The difference is who prepared themselves to meet it. Those who spent their time building distractions struggle when pressure arrives. Those who spent their time building discipline discover that pressure simply asks them to do what they already trained themselves to do. There will be days when results seem distant, when the work feels unnoticed, when improvement appears slow. Those are the days discipline matters most. Anyone can stay committed when progress is obvious. The real test is continuing when the progress is quiet, when the recognition is absent, when the effort feels heavier than the reward. Discipline answers in those moments by reminding you that consistency compounds even when it is invisible. Over months and years, disciplined actions create a reputation first with others, and more importantly, with yourself. You begin to trust your own follow-through. You begin to understand that you can rely on your routines regardless of the situation. And when the highest pressure opportunities finally arrive, the interview, the competition, the leadership moment, the major decision, you do not need to suddenly become someone new. You simply operate as the person you trained yourself to be. Pressure does not create strength. It reveals whether strength was built beforehand. Every focused hour, every disciplined decision, every time you chose execution over distraction becomes stored preparation, waiting for the moment it is needed. And when that moment comes, discipline does not panic, hesitate, or negotiate. It answers automatically, because the response has already been practiced countless times before.